Is this the end of Mikel Arteta? Arsenal fans were left heartbroken once again as Arsenal failed to get to the Europa League final, getting knocked out by Villarreal, with Unai Emery coming back to haunt his former club. Let's just say it was a bad evening for Mikel Arteta, and was that the end for him in his Arsenal managerial career? Let's discuss in today's video. Yo, what is going on, guys? My name is Baz14. Welcome back to your boys channel. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, right now it's 6 AM in the morning in the UK. I have not slept whatsoever, just to digest that result. The question for you guys in the comments is going to be today: if Mikel Arteta is to be sacked, who is your prime candidate to replace Arteta as Arsenal manager? Let's discuss down below and let's move. Right, yo, then first things first, let's get an update on the future of Mikel Arteta. Out of the Europa League, Arsenal fans left heartbroken again. I'm not sad, I'm not depressed, I'm not even angry anymore. I'm just dead inside. But in terms of Mikel Arteta and his Arsenal future now, forget about how much I've backed him in the past and how much I've just badly wanted to see him succeed at Arsenal. His job right now is simply untenable, and I myself, the ultimate positive, optimistic fan, can't even see a future with Mikel Arteta as Arsenal manager. You've broken Baz14. I hope you're happy. Mikel Arteta, and if his job is under threat now, I think everybody's job is under scrutiny. Yes, I have faith in my own ability, understands the focus is on him, and nods. As much as the blame should be equally shared around the entire board, ultimately the Arsenal fans will look for the easy one, and that is Mikel Arteta, and they're gonna want you to go now, and that's a simple fact. Let's just hold the video right there. Before we proceed, if you can do your boys channel a massive favor, and that is to go down there and smash that like button. Also, don't forget to subscribe to your boy if you're new. We are very close to 40,000 subscribers, so much appreciation. And this is where this gets very interesting. Earlier today we had reports coming out that Arsenal are particularly attentive to Sarri's situation and have made new contacts with his entourage. Those are reports coming straight out of Italy, and Maurizio Sarri, ex of Chelsea, ex of Juventus, ex of Napoli, a top caliber European manager who's obviously won the Europa League before at Chelsea, at the expense of Arsenal Football Club. And the fact that we even now get linked to new managers, it's a new thing. I'm not seeing it for a while, and I'll tell you what, I think it kind of says Arsenal are eyeing up potential Mikel Arteta replacements. Whether Maurizio Sarri would be the right guy, that's a different question. That's for you guys in the comments. The Independent also dropped a report claiming some Arsenal players are unconvinced by Arteta's in-game management, while others appreciate how assertive he is. There has been some grumbles about occasionally unhelpful arrogance. This is where things go down the hill for Mikel Arteta. If you cast your minds back to Unai Emery, it wasn't even this bad under Unai Emery. We were at least getting into Europa League finals and 5th in the league. Right now we're not even getting into the top half, barely as it is. But it was the moment he lost the Arsenal dressing room, reportedly in the media, where Emery lost his job. And if it's the same case for Mikel Arteta, I would massively fear for your job. It might just be time to say bye-bye. Before the game, Arteta, and if the game will dictate some of plans, I don't know. It's difficult to respond to that. What I can say is that winning always helps for the future. It's the best way to prepare anything for the future. Obviously now after the game, Arsenal fans depressed and Arsenal out of the Europa League. Things have changed now, and I think he also understands that if he gets sacked, it's not going to be any massive surprise whatsoever. And I also think this report here is very interesting as well, because only a few days ago the Mirror were reporting that Arteta is a huge admirer of Yves Bissouma and how he sees him as an ideal partner for Thomas Partey. But he also did claim, but even if the Spaniard was to get the bullet over the summer, Arsenal will still want to sign Bissouma. But even if the Spaniard was to get the bullet, so basically meaning even if Arteta was to get the sack, Arsenal are identifying players like Bissouma they want to sign regardless. And if that is the case, and Arsenal are in fact identifying players post Mikel Arteta already, then I don't see Mikel Arteta lasting for the rest of this week. Also, David Ornstein, only a week ago, it's my understanding the technical director Edu, in conjunction with Mikel Arteta, are pretty clear on their plans for the summer transfer market. They've already submitted these plans to the Arsenal board. There are still loads of variables after that. I have discussed this in the past, and I'll say it one more time. Those variables must be: what if Arteta is not here in the first place? If they get sacked, what happens next? I also believe if Arsenal after sack Mikel Arteta, I would not be surprised if also Edu Gaspar follows him on his way out of the door. But for me, the main deciding point is going to be Josh Kroenke and Stan Kroenke, because those are the two men that have the power to sack Mikel Arteta. Arteta is not the the Arsenal head coach is the Arsenal first team manager, so he already holds a lot of power at Arsenal Football Club. And let's not forget the last time Arsenal sacked a manager, Unai Emery, I believe it was Josh Kroenke who forced that initiative. And with the Kroenkes under massive pressure, the Super League fallout, the fans are protesting, Daniel Ek's interest as well, don't be surprised if the Kroenkes use Mikel Arteta as a sacrificial lamb for the Arsenal fans to be quiet and get off their case. But then I also wouldn't be surprised if these guys go for the cheap option and not sacking Arteta, and these guys actually trusting the process. It might happen, lads. I won't be surprised at this point. And as much as I love to ask you guys your thoughts on Mikel Arteta, are there any guys that still see him as a future Arsenal manager? Myself, I believe his job has become untenable. We have been a disgrace and an embarrassment this season for Arsenal, and so even your boy is now looking for the future, looking at potential options to replace Arteta. Who's it gonna be though? Who do you guys want? Let me know your thoughts down below and let's see what happens. Moving on, let's discuss the Villarreal game itself and my thoughts. I'm gonna try very hard right now not to swear, not to curse and not to rant, but it's gonna be very difficult with that shambolic performance. Arteta after the game, we are devastated. We had so much desire and enthusiasm to be in that final. Desire and enthusiasm, where was that on the pitch? I saw my team play for 90 plus minutes of just passing sideways and sideways, not giving my striker Aubameyang a single chance to actually score. I watched my team get out-tacted and outclassed by Unai Emery's Villarreal, which are a decent team but nothing special in my opinion. They were out-pressing us, they were outworking us, they had more desire, they had more passion as well. They were outplaying Arsenal Football Club at the Emirates Stadium. And talking about the Emirates, Arsenal under Arteta now have failed to score in 10 home games this season. 10 home games. If that don't scare you, nothing ever will. That's where I think for me, this is where Arteta has lost it for me. How can you go 10 games? 10 games I say, without scoring at the Emirates Stadium. This was meant to be our fortress. Go back to Arsene Wenger's worst Arsenal season and we were still elite at home. We built the Emirates Stadium to replace Highbury, that paradise, and look what we've become now. We are awful at home. We hate playing at home. Forgetting the fact that we can't win at home, we can't even score at home anymore. The excuse for Arteta has always been the fact that Arsenal don't have enough good players. It's not his players, blah blah blah, waffle waffle waffle. Are you telling me an attack with Odegaard, Smith Rowe, Nicolas Pepe, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang and Bukayo Saka was not good enough to get a goal at home at the Emirates Stadium? No, I'm not having that excuse today. I'm sorry, I'm good. And now Arsenal Football Club hold the prospect of not qualifying for Europe for the first time since 1992. Another record broken under Mikel Arteta. Another embarrassing record broken by Mikel Arteta's Arsenal. It is a disgrace. It is a shambles. It is an embarrassment. I want to cry. I want to... Oh, lads, you know what? I'm going to just stop there. And so before I say anything that I'm going to regret, let me know your own thoughts on that game down below the comments, because I need people to rant with, to vent with my frustration. And on to the final thing, and that is what happens next. I think the key for me is now going to be the Arsenal takeover bid. Will Daniel Ek be able to buy Arsenal now that Arsenal are not going to have any European football whatsoever? Personally, I think this might even help Daniel Ek, because not only does it put more pressure on the Kroenkes and the management, but I think for him most importantly, it depreciates the value of Arsenal Football Club by not being in European football whatsoever. We're not even good enough to be in the Conference League as it stands. Just deep that for a second. I've deeped it. What is going on? Let's not forget Thierry Henry's quotes only a week ago. He wants to inject the Arsenal DNA back into the club, which for me is long gone. You don't have Arsenal people there amongst the board, but that's what Daniel Ek wants to do. He's already said he's collected the funds to put in a good bid. Now they, the Kroenkes, need to listen. Daniel Ek now is set to lodge his first bid for Arsenal Football Club. I don't think it's going to be successful, but I'll tell you what, with the pressure on the board now, you just never know. You've even had L'Equipe claim that Arsene Wenger could join Daniel Ek's consortium, including Thierry Henry, Dennis Bergkamp and Patrick Vieira, in their takeover bid of Arsenal. The role envisaged for the Invincibles involved would not be beyond any advisory role, nor would they contribute financially. Arsene Wenger to take over Arsenal with Thierry, Vieira and Bergkamp, it almost sounds too good to be true. Save us, Arsene! Honestly speaking, if anyone ever wants to buy Arsenal Football Club, this is the best time to ever do it. Arsenal right now are firmly in the mud. We are on the floor. We are on our knees right now. So Daniel Ek, are you going to save us? Don't sell us a fake dream, and let's see what you can actually do. And in terms of Mikel Arteta and the next Arsenal manager, Maurizio Sarri, Rafa Benitez, I've even had Graham Potter for God's sake. But who is your prime candidate, and who do you think is the guy to, take Arsenal forwards and get us back at least into that top 6? Let me know your thoughts down below. I'd love to know. It is really and truly Spain without the S. For Arsenal fans, it is depression, and for the Arsenal owners, is it time to sell up? It's down to you, man. Let's see what you do. As always, if you have enjoyed this video, make sure to go down there and smash the like on it. Also, do subscribe to your boy if you're new. Cheer your boy up in the comments as well. I would appreciate that. Follow your boy on social media if you would like to, do your thing. But there you guys go. That was the latest update on Mikel Arteta's Arsenal future. And you know what? My thoughts on the Villarreal game. I can't be arsed right now. I just want to cry. I'm going to see you guys later. In a bit.